Welcome back to the channel and to another new episode of 5 Things You Might Not Know. This, as always, is the 101. So yeah, it is that time once again, this time with episode number 8. As always, if you missed any previous episodes, check them out in the series playlist, link on the screen. And with that said, let us get into it. Episode number 8 of 5 Things You Might Not Know about WWE 2K17. First up today, more areas of the crowd that you can brawl in. So, as we know, crowd fighting was a new feature for 2K17, thus now having the ability to fight in certain areas of it. Ultimately, having crowd fighting officially back in the series has taken away the need for crowd glitches. However, they do still exist, and they do allow you to get to even more areas in the crowd. So the glitch we're covering today is pretty straightforward. All we need to do is do the barricade head smash in the position as seen in the video. By doing this, you can get to even more areas in the crowd, including the opposite side to the side you're officially allowed to, plus the area behind the announcer's table. So the official crowd fighting areas aren't enough and you want to get more areas to brawl in, then this one is for you. Sticking with crowd fighting for thing number 2 today, because another thing that you might not know is that there is another way to get backstage other than the 2 main areas that most of you will be aware of. So, of course, the most known 2 ways to get backstage include at the top of the ramp, which takes you through to the gorilla position, as well as the right hand side of the entrance ramp in the crowd where you can crowd fight, which takes you backstage through a door at the top of the backstage area. However, a lesser known 3rd way to get backstage is possible, and that way is via the left hand side of the entrance, which is the area in the crowd which isn't really used due to the lack of crowd fighting. But this way does still work and will actually still take you backstage, this time via the railings. So is this way a secret way? Not really, it is simply a lesser known way to get backstage that you might not be aware of. Thing number 3 today, and a continuation from one on the last episode, which is some pre-match, title match, superstar specific animations. So some are featuring today include the likes of the Vaudevillains, Sami Zayn, and a champion motion for Finn Balor. Like last week, if you guys know any more, then let me know in the comments. I'll cover even more in a future episode. Up next with thing number 4, a little thing that can make announce table finishers a little more extreme. Now, as we know, in order to do an announce table finisher, you firstly need to clear the table, for example the monitors. But what you might not know is that whilst the animation for this couldn't be interrupted in the previous games, that is no longer the case. And this now can be done, which in doing so results in the TV monitors not actually being removed. So admittedly, this is basically a visual thing, but still pretty cool. So if you want to make your announce table finishers look a little more extreme, then this little trick is definitely worth a go to make your announce table look a little less cleared and to make your finishers look a little more painful. Finally, our 5th and final thing on this episode is how to lead the ring in a Battle Royal or a Royal Rumble match. So this one is possible via the new corner OMG moment from Bayley, which yes, does surprisingly still work in these types of matches. So all you want to do for this is put your opponent in the corner position and have them face the turnbuckle, then hit the OMG moment as you normally would. Now obviously this is a glitch and not really supposed to happen, which is why technically your opponent doesn't go over the top rope but is still eliminated. But as you can see, whilst your opponent might be eliminated, you're not, which gives you a little time now to roam the ringside area and even grab some weapons to take back into the ring. So yeah, this is a pretty cool thing to note for these types of matches, especially if you want to add some weapons into the mix to create an almost extreme rumble, which of course is pretty damn awesome. And yeah, there we go, another 5 things covered today, taking the series total to 40. So let me know in the comments if any of today's feature 5 things were new for you, and if you've enjoyed today's episode, which hopefully you have, then as always a like rating would be awesome to see. Stay tuned to the channel for another new episode coming very, very soon. And with that said, until next time, this has been 101, and I will see you all on the next one.